Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate 'cause
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
Look, 180! 57! Come on, baby, come on, let's go!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards on the ground. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Go, 20! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second and 12, Goff over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
We go tonight! 20!
They'll run here with Henderson. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, B, let's go! Hold on.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Shift.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Braun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Check three.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, 66.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Look, 180. 50. Come on. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerve.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, watch it. Quick dash. Come. Sugar.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
After the interception, here's Gall. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Here we go. 120. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brady. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Coming to you, coming to you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Cut. 180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, goal 66.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check my 50. Keep it up, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Edelman set to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score. 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check it.
Derrick Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Wait, that right, 80. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Brady's throw there complete, and he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. It's complete. James White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He hits White, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Wait, set, wide, 80. Right here. I got double time.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got all 50.
Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Rams' 27-yard line.
Wait, set, 53. I got you. Shadow. Mike 53
Brady going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Check 13. Sugar.
Now it's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Ozzy. We need hit. Regular.
second down and goal. Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
And 6 yards to go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Check it, reload.
Here's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Edelman. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
This is Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Play action. Now it's Brady. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
180. 57. Hey, kill. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Los Angeles.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Wait, that 380. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. That's alert.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
General West.
From the gun, here's Gone. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
First down.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Goff now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll give it here to Brown. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Henderson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down. At the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. To throw, it's Brady to the right side and complete to Hurst. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Pats, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.